If you've tried running a self-liquidating offer and failed, it's probably not your fault, it's just that you're following the wrong advice. Things have changed over the last, say, 12 months, quite drastically with self-liquidating offers. In this video, I want to run you through what we found to be most effective to sell more of your self-liquidating offer, which will attract more customers to your business, and pre-sell them on your high-ticket offers, which is where you make the money. Let's get into it. Okay, so I want to talk first about the major problems and the shifts that have happened in terms of self-liquidating offers. Really, the big changes come around because of AI. There was a time when you could have self-liquidating offers that were pure information, right? You could go out to Google and you could Google all day and you could collate information. You could put it into a nice report and something. You say, hey, buy this thing, it's $5, whatever. That doesn't really work anymore because I can just now go to ChatGPT and have it do that thing for me in 30 seconds for free. Great. What people are moving towards and what we find is working so much better with the funnels that we're building is you want to just give people a solution, right? People don't want to learn. They just want their problem solved. That's it. They don't want to take forever to go through all of this stuff and try and figure out how they can implement it in their business. They want something that they can easily install in their business to get a result ASAP, okay? And what we found is like the best self-liquidating offers are not things like reports or you see all of the time. People are now running these. There's a lot of these in the AI sphere where people will do it. See it all the time on LinkedIn where they basically have, here's 1,000 prompts that you can use with AI to get a certain result. That's massive. I'm going to have to spend more time filtering through 1,000 prompts to figure out which one I need rather than just get the solution to the problem. What would be much better is if you said, and I actually, the $4,069 that I made in 10 days by selling a $1 product, it was custom GPTs. I didn't do, here's 1,000 prompts. I said, hey, if you do content marketing, I'm going to sell you the 4 custom GPTs that I use to create content that converts. And that was it. And so basically then it's, you create content, I'm going to give you the playbook. Basically you can go in, you give this GPT, you answer 5 questions and it will spit out 10 pieces of content that should work to drive more customers. Super simple, right? I wasn't there going, hey, go through all of this information to try and find what's relevant to you. I'm like, here's a solution. Just use this. Go in, take 30 seconds, put the information in, poof, done. You've got a solution. You can implement that. You can paste that into your business. People are still selling information when they should be selling solutions. That's really one of the core differences that you need to know about in selling an SLO. With that being said, now let's look at the 3 core rules for effective SLOs, okay? So the first one is it should be fast and easy to consume. I try to make this less than 4 hours. I can't spell hours apparently. 4 hours to consume. The reason that we want this is, like I said, people don't want to spend time sifting through all of the information out there. And in fact, the shorter you can make it, the consumption time, the better it will be for the customer. There are some ways that you can break this rule, which we'll talk about when we get down to the actual list of best SLOs. But this is generally one of the rules that we like to implement with. Next thing, you need it to be simple to implement. And I like people to implement things within 48 hours. And by implementation, I'm not saying that they should get the end result within 48 hours, but you need to help them have taken a positive step forward within 48 hours. That could be changing their mindset, helping them look at a problem from a new angle so that they can figure out how to solve it, see that there's new possibilities. It doesn't have to be a physical, tangible result. You don't have to make them another 20 grand, but you do need to make them easier to feel like they're moving forward with their problem and their solution, okay? And finally, it needs to lead into the next step. The whole purpose of a self-liquidating offer is not to make tons of profit. It's to cover the cost of acquisition, self-liquidating, right? You put $10 into an acquisition strategy, you get $10 back. That's the whole thing. So it needs to have a logical next step. Helicopter. It needs to have a logical next step. And the way that I always like to think about this is you have a primary service which helps get the person from where they are now to where they want to be. The self-liquidating offer just builds something that helps them take that first step. Then it's built naturally into the next step will be like to work with you to get to the next step and then the next step. Too many people are not having this next step in mind and they're trying to sell something that then doesn't have a positive next step in that system. And so they wonder why those people who buy the SLO don't move on to that next step with them. So those are those 3 cool, fast and easy to consume, Simple to implement. Make sure that it leads into something else. Now, let's get into some ideas and some examples that we found work really well for self-liquidating offers in 20. Okay, let's get into these SLO formats. The first one is one that you will see quite a lot. It's an ebook or a physical book, and the physical book is usually free plus shipping. You're actually covering the cost because the shipping is higher priced. These are still really good, and I know that this goes against the don't sell information rule, but books have still got a huge perceived value from anybody out there who's buying books or has a problem. Books are amazing. They still work, and for the right markets, you can get really good uptake on books. Generally, you'll be able to sell the book for around $7 if it's an ebook, is the common pricing, and the shipping, that free plus shipping, is like $9.99 to, and I've seen it up to like $19. Really, the shipping doesn't cost that much. That's to cover the cost of the advertising. But these are still great. And like I said, I know it goes against the people who don't want information, but I don't know why books still work. I've run profitable book funnels. You just need to have something in there. And they have really natural progressions in terms of the bump offers and the upsells, because a book is just the information. So then give them the materials to help them implement that information faster. It still works really well. If you can sit down and do the book, it's great. It's a great demonstrator of expertise. It's great to build your brand. Books still work really well, despite being information. My one rule is, if you do have this and you do want to do this, don't have AI write the book. It just completely ruins the whole concept of this. It just doesn't work. So yeah, books and ebooks are really good. The next one that we're going to look at is templates. I love templates. Now, templates, the key thing with this is it's very easy to give somebody too much information. Like I said before, we want this easy to implement and easy to consume and easy to implement. So with templates, you want to reduce it all down. Rather than saying, hey, here's 100,000 different things that you could be doing. Pick one. Pick the most painful problem that the consumer has and the template that's going to help them solve it most quickly. With templates, we want to get really focused and we want to be specific problem and a quick solution. Depending on the template that you're offering and what it helps somebody achieve, these are quite easy to sell for between $7 and $97. Okay? Really quite simple. One of the best ones that I saw, and I actually did a breakdown of his funnel on the channel, my YouTube channel, was from Chris Orzakowski, great email copywriter. And he had the thing which was, he was giving it away for free, and I emailed him to be like, this should be a self-liquidating offer. It's a 92-word email that you can copy and paste and then send to your audience, and it'll re-engage subscribers who have not bought. Talk about quick and easy to implement. It's going to take me 30 seconds to read a 92-word email. He did a 10-minute video to accompany it, to explain it. We're looking at 11 minutes really to consume the information. It would take me 5 minutes to implement this in my business. This is a perfect example of the kind of templates that you should be doing. Make them so copy and paste that it's so easy for the person to do. My general rule when we're doing templates is the old 80-20. 80% should be able to use as is, copy and paste. 20% they'll have to personalize to make it relevant to their brand. That's the thing. Really simple. This will help somebody get a result super, super simply, super quickly. Great. Another thing that I find really good are mini courses. And by mini, I mean up to 4 hours. Okay. I always offer too much in these and I should really thin it down. But my course, the $1 product challenge, you can actually get access to this either link in the description or on my bio, depending on where you watch this video. The $1 product challenge tells you how to set up that front end of the self-liquidating offer, the bumps, the upsells, and to get really good take rates on them. That is 4 hours of video and templates to help, like copy and paste templates to fill this in. And then we also have the community aspect in there for support. It's right on the upper end of the how long it will take to consume. And I could really thin it down, but the templates make it really simple to implement all of the information. We've got sales pages and everything there, so you can copy and paste those to create a sales page. And basically, what we often see with people is they buy this, and within 12 hours, they're in the community asking for feedback on how they've just redefined their ideal customer persona to get more targeted so they can get results. That to me means that we have 12 hours until we've got them a win. So that 12 hours to implementation. So we hit that 48 hours until they started to see progress on their goals. And a lot of the time, the simple templates that we have to like refine that ICP really do help people move forward with their business. So yes, it's on the upper end for consumption, but it's still very quick for implementation. And that helps us balance this, and also because we sell it for so cheaply. This could easily be a $500 plus course, no questions. So we sell it at a massive discount for that. For mini courses, you can sell them. I've seen them for as low as $3. I will say the one that I bought for $3 was the worst that I've ever seen, all the way up to $97, depending on the industry, but these are common rules that you could use. One of the other ones that we've seen good success with, workshops. Okay, so you can have, and generally workshop would be 1 hour solving a specific problem, and it includes the templates or the whatever it will be to help them get faster results. So let's say that you're doing, let's make this very meta and talk about self-liquidating offers. I could do a 1 hour workshop on how to create a self-liquidating offer within 24 hours. You watch this for 1 hour and then 24 hours later, you've got the thing. And like I say, just use these templates. And basically, this is quite a good one. I would sell these usually. Anything from 27 to 97 would be a good thing. Anything lower, I feel like it devalues the value of the workshop. But they are quite good to actually get. It's like advanced training. And if you come spend an hour with me, I will show you how to solve that problem, and I'll give you the materials to get out there and get it done quick. These are good ones just because there's that person on the other end, in the sense of you doing the workshop, so you're building trust. Put a face to it rather than some faceless materials. And the wonderful thing about this is that once somebody has purchased the workshop, there is that natural next step for them to be like, I need extra help with this. Oh, you know what? I have a done with you program or a done for you program. So there's a natural next step for workshops. But I find workshops really good. It's an hour of your time to record the workshop, and then you can sell it again and again. It's really quite nice. I really like these. These are really good as well for re-engaging your current audience. You can be like, hey, I'm doing a workshop on Friday that's going to help with this. But as long as it focuses on a specific problem and you give them the materials to then implement the information that they've just consumed, it can be really good. Those are the 4 types of SLOs that I found that are still working very well across different businesses. Nowadays, it's less about giving information for the sake of information. It's more about solving the problem. The faster you can help that person see a solution, the more successful that self-liquidating offer will be. Not just because it makes the marketing easier. Hey, solve that problem. Move forward with whatever the solution is. Get the solution. Take steps forward. That's way more powerful than saying, hey, here's 1,000 pieces of information that you have to sift through. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody consumes that stuff. If you can create something that's quick to consume and easy to implement, people will consume it, they'll have more trust in you, and they'll feel more comfortable coming back to buy from you again and again. Stop looking at information, start looking at solutions, and look at what is the best vehicle to communicate that solution to the person and help them get the result in as short a time as possible. Use that as a vehicle and you'll have a good SLO. Now, if you want help setting this up, I have my own self-liquidating offer, the $1 product challenge. There'll be something in the description or on my bio. You can get that and set up the system that we use to make these highly profitable, so that the self-liquidating offer itself will get you money anywhere per customer between $100 and $500 for each one that comes through. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments, but I'll see you in the next one.